Welcome to Journey Hunts with Matt Guedes.
Hi, my name is Matt Guedes. I'm the executive director at Camp Freedom, which is a 2,350 acre property here in Northeast Pennsylvania, where we offer incredible outdoor activities and opportunities, outdoor adventures to disabled veterans, first responders, their family members, and Gold Star families. We're now 7 years and about 8 months of age, and we've served well over 13,000 disabled veterans, first responders, their family members, Gold Star and Gold Shield families here on the grounds. I'm also the founder and owner of Journey Hunts. I established that booking agency in 2009, and I've been blessed to travel all over the world, hunt the entirety of the world. I've been blessed to take well over 200 animals with archery gear, and have just been all over the world, have an extensive experience with a lot of products, with a lot of companies, with a lot of things in the archery world, and with a lot of hunting opportunities. And today, you see I'm wearing this HECS technology gear, HECS clothing. And I've been watching it for years and years and years. And a few months ago, I finally pulled the trigger, got some, and said, I want to test it. And I've been doing that now for a couple solid months and have had some really, really good results. And today we're going to film what some of those results are. As I have to go into, in about a 3 acre pen, I'm going to go in and dart 3 very kind of skittish bucks that we're going to be moving in our deer operation here at Camp Freedom. So you're going to get to see the impact and the effect of this clothing. I've tested it here inside of 880 acres, high fenced. I've tested it outside here in Pennsylvania, and I tested it in South Africa, and I'm finding very consistent results across the board. The first thing is I know that this clothing is stated to be able to be as effective under as on top. Just yesterday, I was in about a 3 acre pen trying to dart. I have a dart gun, trying to dart and move some of our breeder bucks. When this gear is underneath, it is a fraction of effective as it is outside. So what I did is I had it underneath, and they were running like crazy from me. The moment I took just the head cover, the gloves, and this top and put it outside of the clothing, again, it went right back to normal. I was able to stalk in an open field right up to 30 yards of them and dart them. But underneath, it was not nearly as effective. I also found that to be true in Africa, that underneath, it was effective, but not nearly as effective as on top. In Africa, in the blind, the animals are sensitive to sound and scent, those kind of things. So in the blind, I didn't find that it made a difference, but out in spot and stock and outside of the blind, and when I made a makeshift ground blind, world of difference. It had massive effect there also. Same thing in the outside, in the wilds of Pennsylvania. Great effect on regular animals, regular species, turkey, deer. So far, what I've been able to encounter, they act like they don't even know you're there. So what we're gonna do today is I'm going in to dart 3 bucks in a pen, about 3 acre pen right over here that we're gonna move, and we'll put this to the test. These are pretty skittish bucks. There's 5 bucks in this pen left. I'm gonna move 3 of them. They're pretty skittish, so we're gonna see Jamie also behind the cameras in HECS gear, also HECS technology clothing. So we're gonna see how effective this is on camera. Where did that buck come out of?
He came out of pen 4.
Yeah, see, he wants to get back.
Yeah.
So we're about to enter a 3 acre pen here. There's 5 bucks remaining. We're leaving 2 of them in here. We're moving 3 of them, and we've already moved 5. So to say they're a little bit skittish is an understatement. Let's see how this HECS gear works. I'm gonna mask up, put gloves on. It does make a difference. I noticed the more coverage, the more of my skin coverage, the better it is. And I've definitely figured out that on the external, on the outside, this stuff works a million times better if it's outside rather than inside. So we're gonna get after it. HECS. I don't see him laying out here yet. other day I was able to dart, yesterday actually I was able to dart one. I had it underneath. It was not effective like it should be. I put it external, just mask, gloves, and top. I didn't even put the pants externally. And I was able right here in this field to walk to in 30 yards and get a shot on a deer at 30 yards that I couldn't get close to when it was underneath. So that's a finding that seems to be consistent. Get into the closing point where I'm going to go in, I'm going to have you stay back just a little bit and do it from afar, because the only thing that this doesn't help us with is noise. So that doesn't help us. He can see that we're walking in, but he really can't differentiate what we are. He really can't tell, so we'll see what happens. Once we get inside, you stay at the for skittish deer, really skittish deer, and I was able to get into 30 yards. So it really has helped us with moving our deer internally. I've got a deer about to bed up there, right there, I see it. And this guy's hit, he'll take a little while. But again, going to get together, the HECS gear, the new dart setup, everything's good.